شبكة الأمجاد الإسلامية تقدم
هبت كالريح 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 قوية شبت كالنار.
Let us look at the next chapter, page 44. Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam's bravery. We can probably stay here to Fajr talking about his bravery. Allahu Akbar. In Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam was indeed the paragon of bravery. You've seen huge mountains, powerful mountains, which will not even collapse or crumble with TNT. He was more stronger than that. Wallah, he was like a powerful, strong mountain in bravery that remained firm and steadfast in the face of adversity. Nothing could ever crumble him, phase him, perturb him, shake him, annoy him. He remained strongly holding steadfast on La ilaha illallah. In fact, the more persecution that confronted him, the stronger he became. How can that be? One can ask. Whether Allah, how can a person reach such a degree?
He understands what La ilaha illallah means.
He understands La ilaha illallah. Okay. How can a person, in fact, become stronger and not weaker when major confrontations, obstacles appear before his eyes? Doesn't buckle, doesn't shake, doesn't break, doesn't compromise. In fact, it makes him stronger on the path of La ilaha illallah. How? Okay. Who said that? Yes, even better. Your conviction, your certainty, your true belief in Allah, your true trust in Hasbunallah wa ni'mal wakeel. That's sufficient for us, Allah, and He is the best of guides. When you have this trust, the more confrontation that you get from your enemy, the more stronger you should become as a Muslim. Not the weaker, not crumble, not shake, not get scared. Faith over fear. Probably the best term for it. Faith over fear. Never ever be broken. And this is the reality of Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. In the early days of Islam, as Aisha said, Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam used to be guarded. He was what? Guarded. What does that mean for you? Protected. Yeah? You can say, let us say bodyguards. Huh? And at one time he had Uthman ibn Affan and Sa'd ibn Abi Waqqas guarding him. So he went to his tent. And he did not notice the guards outside. He said to Aisha, where are they? They haven't come yet. And then suddenly he heard the clatter of the shields and the swords. We are here, Ya Rasulullah! Who said that? Uthman and Sa'd. So he was comfortable and he entered into a slumber. What's a slumber? Before sleep. He entered into a slumber. So Aisha actually heard him like a bit of a heavy breathing, not snoring, but heavy breathing. Suddenly something hit him. And that was the wahy. When the wahy hit him, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent down from Surah Al-Ma'idah verse 67, وَاللَّهُ يَعْصِمُكَ مِنَ النَّاسِ. Ma'idah. Revelation. Wahy. Yeah, came down to him. Allah saying to him, Ya Rasulullah, Wallahu ya'simuka minan nas. Translated? That Allah, Ya Rasulullah, will protect you from mankind. And that made him so happy. So he immediately got up, looked outside from his tent. Ya Sa'd, Ya Uthman, I free you from your assignment. Go! For Allah has guaranteed my security. Allahu Akbar. How beautiful is that? Is that for us as well? Or is it only for Rasulullah?
All the believers.
Is this verse, Ya Akhwatina Isa, is it only for him?
No.
Does Allah as well, Ya'sumuna? Wallahi, He will Ya'sumuna. Protect us. Those who really want protection. Those who really have full conviction and faith in Allah Ta'ala. Those who really put the trust in Allah Ta'ala. You will be protected. No shadow of a doubt. No shadow of a doubt. Ever. When he went to 67, Surah Al-Ma'idah, chapter 5, 67. When he was traveling to Yathrib, then he goes to Yathrib, Ali ibn Talib Umar, Abu Bakr as-Siddiq, Ibn Abi Quhafa, radiyallahu ta'ala anhu. When they were going to Yathrib, they reached the cave of what? Hira? Of Thawb. They entered the cave. And then suddenly, a detachment from the Quraysh appeared. Just before the cave. The mouth of the cave. Now, Abu Bakr was terrified. He was terrified. Terrified for what reason? For himself? No! He didn't care about himself. But for his companion, Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. So he said, Ya Rasulullah, if one of them were to look beneath his feet, they will catch us. They will hurt you. And this great man, Allahu Akbar, Wallahu yahsimuka min al-nas, Allahu Akbar. He looked at Abu Bakr with a smile. He goes, yeah, Abu Bakr, come. And there's a whole army outside. Huh? Whole army with swords seeking Muhammad's blood. He said, yeah, Abu Bakr, what shall you think of two men? The third of whom is Allah. How beautiful is that happening, man? How beautiful is that? Yeah, how can someone lose with this firm conviction? How can someone degenerate Islamically with this beautiful faith? It is impossible. It is impossible to lose believing in this. And then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala revealed, as you all know, the verses from Surah Al-Tawbah regarding this incident. إِذْ يَقُولُ لِصَاحِبِهِ لَا تَحْزَنْ إِنَّ اللَّهَ مَعَنَا. When he said to his comrade, grieve not, indeed Allah is with us. فَأَنزَلَ اللَّهُ سَكِينَتَهُ عَلَيْهِ وَأَيَّدَهُ بِجُنُودٍ لَمْ تَرَوْهَا. And then Allah Ta'ala enveloped them with the peace of reassurance and sent to them soldiers, an army that you see not. And did they see him? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. And this is Islam. When he was resting underneath the shade of the tree. Look at the bravery. This is bravery here. This is the bravery. No crumbling, no shaking, no buckling, no firm upon firmness. When he was resting underneath the shade of the tree, far from his devout companions, underneath the shade of the tree, he took rest. Far from.
Sorry, Sheikh, Dr. Class. Could we just get 5 brothers to hold for a second, hold up, please? 5, please, thank you.
When he was resting underneath the shade of a tree, Barakallah, the big boys. Well, the big boys were now. The brave ones, Allahu Akbar. When he was resting underneath the shade of a tree, far from his devout companions, suddenly a Meccan appeared. And that Meccan, his name was Shaykh ibn Feiz. He was an enemy of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. He thought it to be an excellent opportunity to get rid of Rasulullah. So he approached Rasulullah. This is so simple. He's the messenger of Allah. Look at these people. It is so simple. Because he's underneath a tree, they can just get rid of him. Does that make sense? Absolutely not. This is the man that was chosen, al-Mustafa. Had they known with reality who he was, they would never have done and said what they did. And said. So Sharaf comes close to Rasulullah with an unsheathed sword, drawn sword, holding it in front of him like this. So he says to Muhammad, he said to him, Ya Muhammad, who will stop you now? Who will save you from me? What did he say? He said, who will save you from me? Now Muhammad was distressed, not a problem in the world. He looked at Sharaf, calm, relaxed, even more calm than he was before. Just looked at him. No, please hold me. Come back. Calm as ever. Relaxed. One simple word. He was saying to him, Ya Muhammad, who's going to save you from this? He said to him in a soft voice, Allah. Allah will save you from you. Wallahu ya'simuka min al-nas. He believed in the Mustafa. He believed in the revelation that was sent to him. And upon seeing his shoulder, he was absolutely shocked. He started shaking. And unconsciously, the sword fell down. Muhammad on the other hand, went slowly to the sword, just grabbed it. And who's going to save you from me? And it's been mentioned in the books that man Sharaf said, La ilaha illallah, Muhammadun Rasulullah. Again, what is it? Bravery, steadfastness, perseverance in the face of adversity. Nothing can hurt him. No? They say, the books, the historians, that he reverted to Islam. You can see again the importance of these narrations. Look, there's so much to talk about the bravery. If we listen to the hadith of Shaykh Islam, Ahmad ibn Abdul Halim, a beautiful statement he said. Wallahi, it should be written in gold. And we all know it. What's the narration? What can my enemies do to me? Do you understand this statement? When he said this, what can my enemies do to me? Look at his firm belief in Allah. In prison he said this. What can you do to me? He said, in my heart is both my heaven and my garden. If I travel, they are with me and they will never, ever abandon me. Imprisonment for me, says absolutely golden chance to be with Allah alone. How beautiful is that? To be killed by you is martyrdom. And to be banished to exile is no other than a religious retreat, a spiritual journey. What can you do to me? Allah. Repeat it. What can my enemies do to me? In my heart is both my garden and my heaven. If I travel, they travel with me and they never abandon me. Do you write it down? One too fast. Imprisonment for me is a chance to be alone with my Lord. Imprisonment for me is a chance to be alone with my Lord. While to be killed is martyrdom. And to be exiled from my homeland is nothing other than a spiritual journey. Allahu Akbar. How beautiful Allah is that. But honestly, do we live by this? Do we live by this? Do we really and genuinely believe in this? Inshallah we do. Wallahi, whoever ponders, contemplates and thinks about these words, these golden words, will never, ever be beaten. He will be unbeatable, mentally, psychologically, and in every perspective. Unbeatable. And as Ibn Qayyim, his student, said, the real prisoner in this world is the one whose heart is imprisoned from his Lord. The real prisoner in this world is the one whose heart is imprisoned from his Lord. While the true captive in this world is the one who has been captivated by his desire. What can my enemies do to me? Again, that chapter is well engrounded with beautiful information. Those who have the book should read it. We are up to Zuhud, and I'm pretty sure this will take on its own probably about 40 minutes. So we'll leave it at that, inshallah.